Bindi Irwin, body and soul, is the last bastion of purity on earth. From before her birth, Bindi Irwin was consecrated to the welfare of the planet, its animals, its habitats, and its priceless natural wonders. Throughout her childhood, Bindi Irwin has labored with an exemplary zeal, and an unexampled single-mindedness of purpose to fulfill that beauteous vocation. While all the world pursues its selfish courses, Bindi Irwin has put the lives and the happiness of critters, and the health and the vitality of the planet, before her own, abjuring the society of her peers, renouncing the pastimes favored by ordinary youths, and most importantly, she has rejected, till now, alas, the very notion of engaging in hanky-panky horseplay, as being contrary to her apostolic mission, and forbidden by her austere sisterhood, to which she has been time and again elected vestal of the year. I refer of course to the holy Nunnery of Nature. And so long as she, Bindi Irwin, lived unstained, a gidget ungroped, a votatress of no, and never a yes, herself staying dressed in the purest maidenliness of a puerile sweetness, so long as she held out a virgin, Bindi Irwin's mission thrived. The earth's imperiled fauna survived yet another year, and the delicate ecosystems of the world, which civilized man craves to spoil, dedicated as he is to their corruption, were preserved, because of the selfless passions exerted by Bindi Irwin. Behold man's address to nature, it is naught but a letter of eviction. His treatment of it, a molestation and then a murder. His hopes for it, a mall, a traffic jam, a ghetto and a howling cacophony of anguish, every landscape, forest, wilderness and dale. Every last tree and least blade of grass. He would catch them, kill them and skin them for profit, coining them into bag after bag after bag of 30 pieces of silver. And all the sweet, little playful scurrying ones, of fur, of hide, of hoof, and antler, slaughtered pitilessly. But Bindi Irwin, pixie implacable, stood pig-tailed and adamantine in their way. Therefore my friends, diabolic man, needing to undo Bindi Irwin, before he can do in the natural world, has turned his anthracite eyes, befouled and befouling, upon Bindi Irwin, and would defile her, as he defiles the mead, the dale, the sky, the rivers, the ocean, the rainforests and the helpless wildernesses. Lo! From the cities of men, man has sent forth a conqueror, an erratic usurper, a weird agent of serpentine enterprise. Lo! They have sent him slithering hither to entice our fair heroine, Bindi Irwin. And no, his name is, but soft. What care we what his deceptive earthly name be, when his truer name, though known in hell, is needing to be trumpeted here on earth, Belial. Horned instigator of dark adulteries, accursed fornications, and all those lusts whose exercise spawns ruin and sorrows upon man, a fiend whose every hiss is a whisper, calculated to seduce, and whose every sinuosity entails an encircling, more by more, around poor Bindi Irwin's so susceptible heart. Yeah, he would divert dear Bindi Irwin from her sacred errands, and he would abscond with her, though it were before her bedtime, from the wholesomeness of her charitable endeavors, to the loathsomeness of a deflowering bed, to do deeds of strenuous would-be, making the beast with 2 backs, when she should be, and she otherwise would be, saving the beasts of the outback, with her chaste, unsullied, Pooh-Bear, ruby-hooving visage. Mark me, who am both seer and sayer of sooths, if even 1 centimeter of that man's, or any man's mandingo trespass upon the pristine nature preserve of Bindi Irwin's shhhhh, in that moment, when Bindi falls, all nature will likewise crumble. The forests will shed their hair in grief, the rivers will outweep themselves of waters, and dry death, pining in woe, the mountains will hurl themselves down upon the valleys, and the suicide of the one will accomplish the slaughter of the other. And saddest of all, for us and for Bindi Irwin, not a beast of the field, a bird of the air, or bug on the forest floor, but it will hie itself, thither, there to the nearest fallout shelter, contemning and exceeding the prudent, acupany limits there imposed, in its reckless despair. Once there all will join hands, and in the words of the old Negro spiritual, poorly translated into the obscure languages of the animal kingdom, sing, Bindi's asp, Bindi's asp, Goddamn Bindy's boyfriend has scored Bindy's ass, and then, poof, they will become extinct.